G'day viewers, it's Creaky Gamers time.
Okay, so the Deepkin are continuing their unbeaten run. A few different changes to the list this week, and the cities of Sigmar are going to try and stop them in the battle for the pass. So the army lists are the Living City cities of Sigmar, and Fuethan Deepkin. Deployed for battle for the pass, and we have got
a unit of 4 Alapexes, a unit of 3 Ishling Guard, and a unit of 5 Tree Revenants. And off the table in the Ether Sea, there's 2 Soul Scryers. One of them has the
Aether Quartz brooch, which is the one with the helmet. Do you want to swap them around?
Yeah, that guy there.
Yeah, okay.
Has it, and that's the
turtle, Leviathan.
It's the Achillean Leviathan.
Yeah.
We've got, as the general, we've got Volturnus. We've got 6 Morsar Guard and 3 Ishling Guard.
Okay, so all those dudes are in the Ether Sea. Yep. And then the Living City, deployed for battle for the pass. So we have a sorceress out in front, and we've got 30 Phoenix Guard, and the general is on the Frostheart, anointed on Frostheart Phoenix. We got the Celestial Hurricanum. We got 3 Scourge Runner Chariots, 10 Dread Spears protecting the rear, and another 10 Dread Spears protecting the rear. And then off the table, we have 4 Concussors. So we are the Living City, deployed for battle for the pass.
Battle round 1.
Yes, that's what happens. You got some more units than me. So,
alright, so I'm going first then.
You're going first, so I'm forcing you to go first this time. Yep. So same as normal. Yep.
The movement phase.
Okay, so a non-existent hero phase for the Deepkin, so they go straight into movement, and you can see the mighty manta rays, the Alapexes are moving up there, and they're going to take advantage of their extra 6-up save they get from the boat. And then they're going to spring a bit of a trap, so they've got 2 Soul Scryers this time. Ishlian Guard moving up there, the other turtles taking advantage of that boat's cover. And so they're bringing on 1 Soul Scryer, who will bring with him the Leviathan, the giant turtle, and some more Ishlian Guard onto that flank there. So there's the turtle arriving,
the shooting phase,
and some more Ishlian Guard.
And now the turtle has some shooting.
Shooting phase, yep.
Yep, he's got a 24-inch shot.
Yep.
And he's just out.
Right. Not that would do much against them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
and there will be no charges.
no charges? No?
Nope.
Okay. So, at the end of that, you will score... how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 4, 5.
5.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Our go. Okay, so we...
the hero phase.
will do some magic. Okay, so it's a bit of an uneventful hero phase. So here, eventually we get to cast the Quicksilver Swords and send them up to do a couple of mortal wounds onto the Alapexes, and they get a 6-up save from the boat. So out of 3 6s we rolled with the 15 dice for the enhanced Quicksilver Swords for Cities of Sigmar. 2 wounds go through onto the Alapexes. And then we put Iron Oak Skin onto the Phoenix Guard. Not much else eventful happening in the hero phase. Turn 1 for Cities of Sigmar.
The movement phase.
So the cities of Sigmar turn 1 movement phase. They're a bit worried about the Deepkin, which have a second wave of guys coming on off the table from the Ether Sea. So there's a unit of 6 Morsar Guard, Volturnus and friends coming on. So we've got to leave something behind. So the Scourge Runner chariots have pretty good shooting, along with the Hurricanum, giving them +1 to hit. They're moving up to make sure they're in range to put some damage onto the Alapexes. The Phoenix Guard run, but they're slowed down by the tangling terrain, so they're not going to claim any objectives this turn. So it's going to give the Deepkin a lead on turn 1, but unless we can get some shooting.
The shooting phase.
So the Hurricanum, 3 shots. And on a 2-up it does D3 mortal wounds. So I'm going to shoot it at the so it does 3d3 mortal wounds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mortal wounds on them.
No armor save?
No armor save, just your ward save from the boat.
Wow. Six up after save. Okay, so we take 6. Kills 1.
First time I think I've killed a shark, isn't it?
It's been a while since you killed a shark.
Scourge Runner chariots will get +1 to hit because of the portents of battle. Add 1 to hit rolls. So they will fire their harpoons.
Which one
at
did
you.
that shot? This thing?
This thing, yeah. So these masters, the red ones. Alright, so normally they need 3, so they'll be hitting you on 2s. Because of the... So these are 2s to hit. And then they need 3s to wound. 2, 4, 6. No, sorry, 5 wounds. 5 wounds at -1 on the sharks.
5 wounds?
Yep, 5 wounds from the Ravager harpoons.
Got a 5-up save. 4 go through.
4 go through.
No,
hang on. 4d3 damage it is. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
6-up save. 3 will go through.
Yep. And then they're going to fire their crossbows at you. Oops. They get 4 shots each with their crossbows. 1, 3. So these are the crossbows. So normally the crossbows hit on 5s. So they're going to get +1 because of the Hurricanum. So they're hitting on 4s. And the red ones lit on 3s. And then they're 4s to wound. 3 no rend.
4-up save. Saved.
Damn. And that's it for all my shooting. And I don't have anything else. And I don't have any charges because that stupid boat's in the way. So we will score a big 1.
Important roll now.
Alright, yep, priority roll. Nothing else has to happen. There's nothing happens in between turns here. So if you don't know about endless spells, but if let's say you won priority and you took the turn, then I get to move the Quicksilver Sword.
Battle round 2.
If I go first, you get to move the swords. Yeah.
So I can move them to attack you.
Yeah. And they can come back.
Oh,
at
why?
Yeah.
Why would you put that there?
Well, it's a double-edged thing. Anyway, rolling off for turn 2. I got a 2.
I got a 2.
So you win because I was going for the double turn.
Well.
So you got to do battle shock for the sharks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Bravery 6.
Yep.
5.
They're fine.
They're brave. All right.
So it's up to you. Are you going to take the turn? So if you take the turn, then I get to move the because they move in between turns. That's there. That's what endless spells. You haven't seen many endless spells before.
What does it do?
I roll. It can move 8, and then I pick a unit within 6 inches, and I roll 15 dice. And on a 6, it's a mortal wound.
I'll let you take the turn.
Okay.
Yep.
So you get to move the Quicksilver Swords.
So it's in. I roll a dice.
No, you move at 8. It moves 8. Yeah.
Moves 8.
Yeah.
How much health do these things have?
They have 6 each, I think. I'll check. 6 each. Yeah, 6 each. Yeah.
6 each. All right.
So they move 8. You pick a unit within 6.
How much health does that have?
11. I think. Yep.
So I roll
Hurricanum has got 11 wounds. Yeah.
15 dice.
15 dice. Yeah. On a 6, it does a mortal wound.
Baby. 1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds.
Okay. I'll put 4 on this one here because he's the leader's at the other end. Okay, that's it. My go.
Yep.
The hero phase.
The Celestia Hurricanum he'll cast Seer Wounds, so he'll try and heal D6 wounds onto the chariots. Double 1 again. That guy's rolled double 1 twice. Holy hell.
You're going to have to use that Rick thing again.
Yeah. Bloody hell. And then the other guy, she will just put Iron Oak Skin on. On the Phoenix Guard. Yeah, that goes off. Right, so they've got Iron Oak Skin on them. -1 to wound them.
The movement phase.
Okay, so Living City, turn 2, movement phase. So the Deepkin gave the turn over. The Phoenix Guard have moved up. They might be able to get a charge off onto the Ishlian Guard behind the boat. And the Scourge Runner Chariots and the Celestial Hurricanum are going to try and put some hurt on the Alapexes again. Then they're trying to protect their backfield because the Deepkin still cunningly have some guys off the table and the high tide is approaching.
Ah, the shooting phase.
So we will shoot at your sharks again. But I'll do the Storm of Shemtek from the Hurricanum. So 3 dice on a 2-up, it does D3 mortal wounds. So 3D3. 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds. That could have been better. And then the Scourge Runner Chariots with their harpoons. So normally they hit on 3 2s because of the Hurricanum. 3s to wound. 3 wounds at -1.
5 up, save. 2 go through.
So it's 2D3, hang on. So it's 4 wounds.
3 wounds. Oh, so you killed another one.
Okay, then their crossbows hit on 4s. The red ones will hit on 3s. Because of the... another 2 wounds, no rend.
4 up, save. 1 goes through. 6. No, another wound.
The charge phase.
A charge here. So the Phoenix Guard are going to try and charge through that gap there. They need a decent roll. 9. The other terrain.
Oh, I thought it was 3 inches.
Yeah. They made it 6 and then they changed it back to 3.
Is that not 3 inches? Oh, well, you can move it.
No, that's all right. Okay, when I pile in. Okay, and then I'll go for a charge over here, which will be a long charge. I don't know if I can get a boat through there, a chariot through there. Just sort of roll. 8. I probably don't want to charge them anyway because they'll beat me up. So I'm not going to charge there.
The combat phase.
Okay, so the combat phase, the Phoenix Guard have snuck in there around the boat to attack the Ishlian Guard there. And so they've got a 2-inch reach with their halberds and they're fighting bravely. And they wound the turtle, but not quite enough to kill one. And so the turtles fight back and they have quite a lot of attacks with their lashing tails and so on, their bites, D3 attacks and so on. After the wash-up is over, a couple of Phoenix Guard may have fallen, but the Phoenix Guard are going to take that objective.
BattleShock.
BattleShock for me, I lost 2, but I should be okay. Yeah, because I'm bravery pluses, a couple of pluses on me.
The shark?
Sharks, how many did they lose?
1.
1, yep.
2. So they're fine.
They're fine. Okay, so we control the 2 middle ones now because we've got the most models there.
Yep.
So we'll score 5. So we're up 6-5, but it's your go.
The hero phase.
Hero phase, you will take some damage from
Maybe, yeah.
boat. So for these guys,
Yep.
1 mortal wound.
Yep. Good one.
Over here, I don't think you're in range. It's 3 inches. No.
The movement phase.
So, Deepkin, turn 2, movement phase. So they have another Soul Scryer who is with Volturnus, and the Morsar Guard are hiding off the table, so they're just trying to work out where they're going to bring them on. So in the meantime, they decide that the Leviathan, the mighty massive turtle, is going to pop over there, and this is the tide where they can run and charge, so they can run up there and charge. The sharks, or the alapexes there, they're going to take on the Scourge Runner chariots by the look of it. And then eventually here they come, the Morsar Guard with Volturnus and the Soul Scryer are coming on over there to attack that flank. So the Living City have been holding the 4 concussors off the table to try and deal with this threat. So let's see how these Morsar Guard, they're lining up here, staying 9 away from the cities of Sigmar units and wholly within 6 of the table edge.
The shooting phase.
Shooting phase.
Yep.
Soul Scryer will shoot
Yep.
at these guys.
Yeah.
8 shots,
Hit.
5 up, 5 to hit, 5 to wound. Rerolling 1s to hit. One wound.
No, Rand, yeah, you killed one. Just passes that end one.
This one?
No, the one. That one. Yeah, that one.
Alright. Now the soul.
The other Soul Scryer. Yep.
I'll do the sharks on the chariots.
Yep.
So they get 5 shots each. They did pretty well.
I think they got a 5-up save. Oh, you did 6 wounds. Boom.
We killed some.
Killed one. And one's taken 4 wounds. Boom.
What else can shoot? My other Soul Scryer will shoot at those guys.
Yep. Phoenix Guard.
Yep. 5s to hit. Reroll the 1. 5s to wound.
The fish are attacking them.
1 wound.
1 wound on the Phoenix Guard.
Yeah.
Oops. Yep, goes through. Saved.
Alright, my turtle.
Yep.
Shoot at the Phoenix Guard. I've never used this before. Plus to hit 3 plus to win. Rerolling the 1s. 3 plus to win.
Both go through. 1 more dead.
Oh, I used the wrong thing for my Alapexes. I used their melee attack, not their ranged attack.
Alright.
Their barbed hooks and blades. I used that instead of the razor shell harpoons.
No, don't worry about it now. We'd have to go back and fix it up.
Yeah. That's all my shooting.
Yep. Okay.
Charges.
Alright, let me get charge cam out.
The charge phase.
The Soul Scry is pointing at anyone.
Yeah, this Soul Scryer will point at the chariots.
Yep. And the other Soul Scryer?
Will point at the Phoenix Guard.
Guard. Yep, okay. Which one are you doing first?
Let's see if we can charge here.
Yeah, so who's charging?
The Morsar Guard.
Morsar Guard. Yep.
7.
So 10.
I believe they can re-roll as well.
They can reroll charges if they want.
Yep, I don't think they need to though.
No, I don't think they need to if they want to go into the chariots. Yep. Now let's...
The others will just... come around.
Next charge.
Next charge, I'll do Volturnos.
Volturnos. Oh, right, I need a giant charge to get anywhere.
Yeah, we'll see.
See what happens.
You got 5.
8. It's not going to be enough.
He can't reroll.
You can if you spend a command point, but you wouldn't spend a command point on that long charge.
The Alapexes.
Yep.
Time to charge. 7.
Yep. So they go 10.
Oh yeah, they'll make it. And my turtle.
Total charge, yep.
7.
7 again.
I can go 10.
So he can go 10, yep.
He has to go towards the closest model, right?
Well, he has to end up, because if you want to use the extra plus
He'll
3, you
just
have to
go
end up with
there.
Yep.
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 The the Ishling Guard
Yep.
will charge. 5. Can you just move them straight in?
Yep. No worries.
And that's it.
That's it, yep. So, which combat do you want to do first?
The combat phase.
Okay, we've got a massive combat phase coming up here. So first are the Morsar Guard. So they pile in and they're going to take care of the Scourge Runner chariots, but they're being very careful there, so they drop one back just to make sure that they don't bring the Phoenix into combat. So the saving grace for the Scourge Runner chariots here is that the Phoenix is making them -1 to be wounded from the Morsar Guard because the aura from the Phoenix. So they make short work of the Scourge Runner chariots. So on this side of the table, the mighty Phoenix Guard are fighting back. They're fighting against the Turtle, they're fighting against 2 units of Ishlian Guard. So after that battle there, we'll probably see a couple of the Ishlian Guard Turtles drop. But a couple of wounds spread around the Turtle and the Giant Turtle and the other Ishlian Guard. So I think a couple of these turtles might go. Yes, there's quite a lot of saves failed there, so there goes one of the turtles. 2 of the turtles. Then the Alapexes are going to pile in here and take on the Celestial Hurricanum. So there's only two sharks left, the Alapexes or the mighty manta rays. The Celestial Hurricanum takes a few wounds, but I think they fail to drop it. I think we might see here that the Hurricanum ends up with only a couple of wounds remaining. Quite a lot of attacks go through and the Hurricanum survives. So that's a pretty telling point in the battle there. And then we move on further over the other side, I think, and we might see some fight back from the Ishlian Guard, who are taking on the Phoenix Guard, which could be a battle that might go on for quite a while. Then the Turtle's going to pile in and do absolutely nothing. I don't think these Phoenix Guard mind fighting a giant turtle, but there's only two drop down there. So the battle rages on, and there's Ishlian Guard attacking the Phoenix Guard. They have so many attacks, but no rend, and the 4-up after save seems to be working for the Phoenix Guard. So the Ishlian Guard next to the boat there, and a couple of Phoenix Guard are falling. So quite a long-winded battle round. At the end of it, the Phoenix Guard are still holding the centre objective, and the Hurricanum lives, as we're going to go into the turn 3, which will be the high tide for the Deepkin.
BATTLESHOCK.
3 of my Phoenix Guard, 3, 9, but I think I'm bravery. Let me check.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
Yeah. Ooh. But I get +1 bravery because I've got 10 models, and I'm bravery 7, 8, so I lose 1 more. I won the bravery if they've got a standard bearer, so that's a 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9, they're okay. And I think I've got 20, so I'm adding +2 to their bravery. Yeah, so they're okay.
My Ishling Guard.
They lost 2, those guys.
6.
So he's
You can reroll BattleShock tests if it includes any standard bearers. 2.
He's alright. Yep. The Sharks didn't lose anyone. We killed all the chariots, so that's it. You hold that one over there.
So I get 2.
Yep.
3.
You'll get 3. Yep. Big roll for turn 3.
Battle round 3.
He did a big roll.
Yeah. Okay. I get a 6.
A 6. Oh, you choose though.
I choose because you're the one going for the double turn. So, you're fighting first everywhere. It doesn't matter whether you charge, but if you charge me, I'm in trouble. So, yeah, I'm going to take the turn so that I can get away a bit, maybe. So you get to move the swords again.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
So, does it do damage to anything within 6 or just one thing?
Well, pick one unit within 6. So it moves 8, and then you can pick someone within 6, and you roll 15 dice.
Alright,
It's doing more damage to me, only because I keep winning the
put it
turns.
there.
Yep.
And I will do it to this thing.
There, the Hurricanum.
Yep.
Yep.
15 dice.
Yep.
5 up.
6 up. Sorry, 6 up. Against chaos, it's 5 up. They're called the racist swords because they don't like chaos. So against chaos, it's 5 up. Three.
1, 2, 3.
3.
On
Yep.
the chariot.
Puts him on 7. 7 wounds on him. Okay.
The hero phase.
So she's going to try and put Iron Oak skin again on the Phoenix Guard. She gets +1, so that's 9. So that goes off. And he gets +1 to his save. I've already got that on there. He's going to try and cast Seer Wounds to heal D6 wounds to himself. Willie, how many wounds have they got left? Oh, yeah, I'm going to shoot him. Yep, so that goes off. So he'll heal 3 wounds. So he's back to 4.
The movement phase.
Alright, Living City, movement phase. So, this is time for the concussors to come on and try and take care of those eels. But we're still worried about our back area because the Deepkin have some allied tree revenants who can teleport and drop into our home objective in Battle for the Pass, which wouldn't be very good. So we've got to be aware of that. So the Deepkin still have some tricks up their sleeve. So we've got to make sure that we take care of those Morsar guards. So the concussors are going to drop in from that side. The Living City can keep some hidden and come in from the side. And we're going to make sure that the Phoenix is over there so they can use that command ability. And then the concussors will shoot. So I've got 3 concussors that will shoot at the Morsar guard. So on a 4-up, it's D3 mortal wounds. They missed.
Oh.
This thing, he might have less shots now because he's taken 3 wounds. 4 wounds only gets 2 shots now. So 2 up, it does D3 mortal wounds. So it does 1 lot. D3 mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds on the sharks. That'll kill 1.
No room. Oh, it's mortal wounds.
Yeah, mortal wounds, yeah. So it kills a shark. And then I'll spend 1 command point to move the Dracos. Can you move them up? They can move 10, so just move them up so they're 3 away from the Morsar guard. So that's the Living City can do that. That's their thing. And then I've got
The charge phase.
concussors. 6. So just push them in. And the Phoenix goes 7. So I'll just move the Phoenix because I want him over the other side. So the Phoenix. And then that's it for charges. So you get to fight everywhere.
The combat phase.
So the combat phase, I'll use my Volcanic.
Yep.
I'll unleash the power.
Unleash the power of the spears, yeah.
Yep, so I get 6 dice.
Yep.
It's a... Oh, what is it again?
3 it's a mortal wound, and 6 it's D3 mortal wounds.
Yep, and I'll do it on the concussors.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh no!
So, 2 mortal wounds, and... 6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds, so you'll kill 1. And 1's on a wound.
The combat phase.
Okay, so it's turn 3 high tide, so the Deepkin are getting to fight first everywhere this turn. Turn 3 is their main turn. The Morsar guard, one of the eels had to pile in towards the Phoenix. So he attacks the Phoenix, and the Phoenix, with all its extra saves and so on, still manages to take a wound, or maybe 2. And then there's a lot of dice going in here at the concussors, who have a 3-up save, re-rolling 1s. And the Blizzard Aura from the Phoenix is slowing the Morsar guard down with -1 to their wound rolls. So the concussors take a few wounds, but they're still there. So that's good for the concussors. They've got a 3-up save, re-rolling 1s, which is very handy, and the bonus of the Phoenix is helping them out. So then into the middle of the table, the final Alapex, the Mighty Manta Ray, is fighting against the Celestial Hurricanum and manages to do a couple of wounds. And then the Phoenix Guard are surrounded on all sides by the Leviathan and 2 units of Ishlian Guard. So the Leviathan doesn't do much, and the Ishlian Guard, lots of dice rolling, but not much result. And then the other little turtle, there's 1 left there, he takes on the Phoenix Guard again, and with their after save they managed to hold on. So I don't think any of the Phoenix Guard took any wounds, so they held on there. So the Phoenix Guard fight back, and they take out a few of the Morsar Guard and add a couple of wounds to the giant turtle. Nothing really decisive happening there. The Phoenix Guard are holding on and hanging on to that objective. Then the Celestial Hurricanum fights back and doesn't do much. And then the Concussors fight back and kill a lot of the Morsar Guard. But there's still a couple left and they're still very dangerous.
You killed any Phoenix Guard this
I
time?
didn't kill any. I've got I'm never taking that turtle again. It's useless.
It is.
It doesn't
Compared
kill-
to the other stuff, it's like getting from a Ferrari into a bus. A broken down old bus.
It's just crap.
You got to do BattleShock for your eels.
Run. BattleShock.
Lost 4.
4.
Oh, we've got him. So I'll spend
Here's your general. You can spend a command point if
Spend a
they're within
command point.
12. Yep, keeping them
and
going.
Keep him going.
Yep, okay. So I still score this one. So I get 2 and the one, my home one. So I score 3.
The hero phase.
So you've got to spend your command points for your extra attacks.
No. So I'll spend 1 command point, another one.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, I'm doing it on Volturnos, the Morsar Guard, and the Soul Scryer.
Yep.
Another one. Yes, so how many have I spent?
You've got 2 extra attacks.
I spent 2,
Yep. You've still got 2 command points.
and I've still got 2 command points. I'll do another one.
Yep.
So I spend another one.
Yep. Yep. So you've done it 3 times. You've got
Yep.
1 command point left.
I'll use it.
Use it. Yep. You might get it back.
5.
Yep.
I get it back.
So you've got taken 4. Yep.
4 extra attacks.
Is that enough? Yep.
Is that enough? Oh, we'll go one more.
One more.
Another
Yep.
one. So I'm on 5 extra attacks.
Yep.
No. So we're on 5 extra attacks.
5 extra attacks.
Alright.
Volturnos can go to town. Yeah.
The movement phase.
Okay, so turn 3 high tide movement for the Deepkin. Volturnos, he's used his command ability and he's going to have +5 attacks, which could be pretty telling versus the Concussors. Thinking about teleporting the allied Tree Revenants up, then they change their mind, so the Tree Revenants will teleport over, then decide to stay on their home objective, which is quite a wise move. They were thinking about coming up and charging, but they've got to protect their home objective. The Phoenix is quite fast, so the Phoenix with a good run roll could have got onto their home objective. So they're thinking about it, but the Deepkin decide to keep the Tree Revenants back on their home objective. So we moved them up, and then let's leave them back there. Okay. And then finally the Soul Scryer
The
moves up a little
shooting
bit.
phase.
Okay, the Alapex
Yep.
gets 3 shots. 3 plus to hit, and 3 plus to wound. Oh, 4 plus to
Nah,
wound.
it's only melee.
Oh, 3 plus to wound. 2 wounds on the boat.
1 goes through. Taken 6.
My Soul Scryer will shoot at the boat.
Yep. 5s and 5s.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing.
My turtle will shoot.
Yep.
3s to hit.
-1 to wound them still, though, because that's a spell on them.
1 wound.
Yep. And then, oops. Yep, killed 1.
And that Soul Scryer will shoot at them.
Yep.
1 wound. 5's the wound.
Save.
And that's all my shooting.
The charge phase.
The charge phase.
Charges. Ooh.
So this guy will point
Yep.
at the concussors,
Yep. Okay.
and the other one will point at the
Phoenix
Phoenix Guard.
Yep. So who's charging?
Um,
Volturnos.
Volturnos
Yep.
makes it.
Yep.
Gets in there.
Do his impact hits with his deep mare horn on
On
2 up?
2 up, he does
Yep.
D3 mortal wounds. No, he doesn't.
No. Ooh. Who else charged? This Soul Scry charging? Is he?
Yeah, that Soul Scry is charging.
He is. Okay.
He
10.
got-
He's in.
and that's all the charges.
That's it. Okay. Which one you going to do?
I'll
Oh,
fight
you go
with-
everywhere. You go everywhere.
Fight
Yep.
with Volturnos.
Okay.
The combat phase.
Okay, so it's the bottom of turn 3, and it's still the high tide for the Deepkin. And Volturnos has pumped everybody up with +5 attacks. So he's got stuck into the concussors, who are hoping to maybe make some good save rolls, but some of those attacks end up being like -5 rend with Volturnos' sword. He seems to have lost his sword here, so I can't find the actual sword, so there might be a bit of conversion going on there soon. Maybe he might have the Axe of Volturnos, who knows? The Solarian weapon, whatever it is. And then, so one concussor is surviving. So the Morsar Guard are able to pile in towards the closest model, and so they pile in, and the concussors put up a bit of a fight, but the final concussor falls to the attacks of the Morsar Guard. So that's the end of the concussors. The final Alapex still fighting against the Celestial Hurricanum, which takes a couple of more wounds. And then the Leviathan, the much maligned giant turtle, kills a few of the Phoenix Guard this time. The Phoenix Guard are gradually being whittled down. Their numbers are dwindling, but they're still holding the objective. And then a mountain of attacks from the Ishlian Guard. Maybe drops off a few more of the Phoenix Guard fighting bravely in the swirling melee. And even the Soul Scry gets in on the act and takes one out. And then the final turtle keeps attacking the Phoenix Guard. So now it's time to fight back. So the Hurricanum doesn't do anything against the Alapex. There was an Alapex, and then we've got the Phoenix Guard pile in and try and finish off some of the Ishlian Guard. So take one eel down. They're not fighting the turtle, they're fighting the other little baby turtle.
Run.
And he's gone as well.
BattleShock.
Okay, I think that's it. You just got BattleShock for that eel there, and I got BattleShock for the Phoenix Guard.
Alright. He's fine.
Yep. I lost 5, 6 Phoenix Guard, 6, 7, 8. They're okay. And you killed all the other guys. Yep.
Yep.
So you score 3 again. Yep. Up by 2. Still maintaining the lead. And
Battle round 4.
big roll. I got a 3.
Little 1.
A 1. I think I have to take it, otherwise it was all over. So you get to move the damn swords again. They've done more damage to me than you.
Move them 8, and I'll just move them here.
Yep.
And I want to do the attacks to this thing.
Yep.
So it's 2.
The swords attacking the Hurricane. My own swords. 15 dice, 6s are a mortal wound. He's taken 8, he's got 3 left. So 3 6s, he'll be dead.
Let's get him! We got 4 6s.
Uh-oh.
The hero phase.
Okay. I got another command
There's a
point.
streak of luck for it.
There was my spell. It's been your best unit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that comes off. So I will. So I can't protect everything. Losing the concussors has really hurt me. Alternus with his extra attacks killed them.
Yep.
So she's going to try and cast Word of Pain on the Morsar Guard. I need a 7 to get it off. 10. So they cop D3 mortal wounds, and they're -1 to their hit rolls. 3 mortal wounds. Oh, that'll kill one.
Oh god.
So he takes 2 and 1 on the other one. And they're -1 to hit now. So they got Word of Pain on them. Oh, that's what we needed. And then movement.
The movement phase.
Very quick movement phase. So the Phoenix is going up after that Soul Scryer to try and take that objective. Be 1-on-1 there. The Dread Spears are still hanging around the backfield. They're going to try and slow down Volturnos and the last of the Morsar Guard, and then trying to screen our home objective against the turtle.
The charge phase.
So charges. So charge cam, I'll do the Phoenix. He goes 5. So he'll be in there attacking the Soul Scryer. And I'll try and charge with these spears. They're very brave. They can go 10. So can you just put a 3-inch thing? I don't want to go next to that guy. I'll just go this side. Yeah, that's all I can do.
You're not charging?
They ran, those guys. They don't want to charge the deadly Leviathan. So,
The combat phase.
Okay, so turn 4, top of turn 4, the combat phase, and the Phoenix has charged the Soul Scryer with the Spear of the Hunt. So he fights at the start of the combat phase, and after all the Phoenix as attacks, it doesn't kill the Soul Scryer. So they're not going to claim that objective because the Soul Scryer is going to live. Then the Leviathan is out of combat, but the Morsar Ishlian Guard fight, and then the Phoenix Guard pile in towards the Leviathan, the giant turtle, just to keep him tied up in combat, and they eventually kill the last of the Ishlian Guard there. The Dread Spears charged in to tie up that Morsar Guard, but the Morsar Guard fights first here, getting the drop on them, and takes a few of the Dread Spears out, failing lots and lots of saves there. So half the Dread Spears are gone, and now the Leviathan piles in, his last chance for glory to prove himself, and he kills a couple of Phoenix Guard eventually. But they've tied him up in combat. The Soul Scryer fights as well, and that's the end of round 4 combat.
BattleShock.
so I'm going to use one of my command points to keep my spearmen over there going. I still have 3 left after that. And the Phoenix Guard, they can't fail. Just roll for them anyway. 5, 6, 7, they're okay.
I lost 1.
1 there, so you can fail on a 6.
He's fine.
He's fine. So we score 2. 3. 3 points for us.
The hero phase.
Well, you're going to take some damage from my boat, maybe?
Yep.
No.
No.
Over here. Yes, 1 mortal wound.
Saved.
The movement phase.
Okay, so very quick movement phase. There's just Volturnos to move up to try and take the home objective, and the other Soul Scryer retreats out of combat with the Phoenix while maintaining control of the objective. So it was a costly miss from the Phoenix there.
Ah, the shooting phase.
5s to hit. Nothing. The shark will shoot at them.
Yep.
2 hits. Oh, 3 hits. 2 wounds.
1 dead.
And the turtle will shoot. Re-rolling 1s. And 3 wounds.
Who's this on? The
Them.
Phoenix Guard, yep. Dice there. How many? 3? I'll just
Yep.
do it again. 1 goes through, and then saved.
That's it.
That's it? Yep.
Charge.
Charges.
The
Yep.
charge phase.
Volturnus will attempt to charge them.
Yep.
8
Yep.
comes in. The Alapex will attempt to charge.
Yep. Bringing home the bacon.
9 is coming in. And that's it.
That's it? Yep.
The combat phase.
Okay, so the turn 4 combat phase is on, and Volturnos is going to go first, and he makes short work of those final unit of Dread Spears holding the objective. So it looks like the Deepkin are going to take the home objective worth 4 victory points on turn 4 here. So all the Dread Spears are gone. The Phoenix Guard then pile in and they try and knock a few wounds off the turtle, but they're just holding him up and, more importantly, holding that home objective that they're standing next to. And they attack the Soul Scryer as well, who's been thrown in to try and whittle down the Phoenix Guard with the turtle. The turtle hasn't had much success. The Morsar Guard and the final unit of Dread Spears, there's only about 5 of them left. They're fighting it out there, and not much happens. Then the turtle fights back. And this is definitely his last chance, otherwise he's not going to make an appearance ever again, probably. He does get one of his good bite attacks off, takes a few of the Phoenix Guard out, but the Phoenix Guard are still holding on. So a decisive turn, and the Deepkin are going to hit the lead here with a few victory points.
Run. BattleShock.
Yep. So BattleShock for the Phoenix Guard. Wow, roll a 1, they're okay. And then you will score 4, 5, 6, 7, which will mean you'll have an unassailable lead.
Wow.
Which you want 18. So unless I have to come back and kill these guys to stop you scoring 4, but then I need to really score 4 at the other end.
You
So-
need to win the roll first.
Well, I can't. Even if I win the roll, I can't do it. Because I can't score enough points to win. But we'll do the roll off anyway.
Deepkin undefeated again.
I've got a 1.
A 1.
So I would win because you were going for the double turn.
Yep.
So my only hope would be they so because I have to stop these guys scoring 4 next turn. This is the last turn.
I felt like my army was very bad this game. But I guess it did alright.
Well, the high tide did alright.
Yeah.
The high tide, the +5, the Volturnus killing the concussors.
I need to position him better. He's always on the edge.
Well, that's what he has to do. He has to come on the edge.
You reckon maybe I should just start with him on?
No, if you start with him on, then I'll shoot him and kill him. He's lost his sword. What happened to his sword? It might be in the box. I'll give him a better new sword. Volturnus has lost his sword. Anyway, that's it. So I wouldn't be able to get there. I'll probably go. The best I could do is probably be score 5 this turn. So if I scored 5, put me on 17, and then you would score my 4. Plus your 1. And then probably that one over there as well. So it would have probably ended up 24 to 17, I'd say. Roughly.
24 to 17.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, Deepkin is still undefeated.
Still undefeated.
This show is awful, terrible, disgusting. See you next week, of course.